Hey yo, what is good YouTube? It's your boy Meso and we're back with the epic haircut tutorial, man. Make sure y'all stay tuned to the end. Make sure y'all like the video and make sure y'all subscribe, man. So today we're doing a mid fade with a dreadlock top. So she has the dreads on top and we're just doing a mid fade on the sides with no C-cups. So as you can see, we're going in and we're starting off our first guideline with the Babyliss FX trimmers, and we're starting them right at the bottom of the vertical bar to cut off those C-cups. And so when you're doing this, you want to make sure you have a good angle with your clipper to make sure that the blade is gliding smoothly. Oftentimes you can poke and irritate the skin when balding out if you don't have your blade at a certain angle. So make sure you're being as smooth as possible. Understand that you're cutting a lot of bulk, so take your time. Make sure you're using the proper tools to get exactly what you want to get off. So right now we're coming in with our wall seniors and we're going up a full inch with our blade open. So that means the lever is all the way down, not all the way up, all the way down, and we're just setting a full guideline, a complete inch. And I'm just making it completely even all around the head. And towards the back of the head, I spread out the guideline just a little bit more because I like a good transition in the back of the head, especially where the occipital bone is. So as you can see, we're just working, making sure everything is even. Go over it more than once, honestly, to make sure you have an even cut. And it's okay to take more time than needed. Like, don't stress about time, man. Let's just make sure that our haircuts are good. We're putting out quality work. So right now I'm coming in with my #1 guard with my wall seniors, and I have them fully closed, and I'm going with the grain just to debulk and take away the bulk so that I can have something to fade into other than fading up. Especially when doing haircuts like this, you want to make sure you have something to fade into. So a #1 close is going to be the main length for like the whole haircut. So the whole haircut is going to be faded into a 1 close. So as you can see, you might have to move some hair. You might just have to, like, you know, work around the situation just to make sure you get the even haircut that you want to get. So right now I'm coming in with my Enhancements, and I have my #1 guard foot going with my lever fully open, going basically all the way up to the top where I use my lever close with my wall seniors with my #1 guard. And so after I did the lever open, I'm going lever close. And these are my steps. These work best for me. For her hair texture, it's a little more on the coarse side, so that means like real tight curls. The Enhancements works perfect for me. So I make sure that I know what tools work best for different hair types. And I knew the wall seniors, they can work, but they won't cut every single piece of hair the way I would want them to cut. So right now I'm coming in with my #1 guard, with my Enhancements, with my lever fully open. And then I'm going to work my way right underneath that guideline that I just put in with the lever fully closed. And I'm right underneath that. And then now I'm just attacking the line that you see, the dark line after the lever open with the wall seniors. So after my first guideline, now I'm attacking that line with my #0 guard closed. And that should honestly fade the line out. If it doesn't, you just have to come in with your lever open and just try to fade it out. So as you can see, I'm working this fade. You can already see the fade coming together. We're literally only a couple minutes in and the fade is basically almost done. And you want to make sure that you have a smooth angle. Make sure you have a smooth angle when cutting hair. You don't want it to be irritating on the skin. You want it to be real gentle, but you want to make sure that you're cutting the hair. So understanding good angles on the head is very important because people have different head shapes. So you can't come in and cutting at the same angle because everybody doesn't have the same curves on the head. So you want to make sure that you are being versatile and working your angles with your clippers. So right now I'm doing the same thing as I did on the exact opposite side. It's the same steps, coming with your lever fully open with your 0 guard, and then after you work that line out, then you come in with your lever fully closed with your 0 guard. And I'm one of the barbers that's lucky enough to have a number 0 guard, and it's not the double magnetic, it's actually the single magnetic, but it's better than nothing. Like, the teeth on this thing is crazy. It's better than the 0 guard that Wall came out with, so I just use it a lot more. If I had the one that is out now, which I do, I absolutely hate it. I believe that companies like Andis, man, should really work on listening to the barbers, the ones using their products, to help them push out better products that we would want to buy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody in the beauty industry likes the new guards more than the old guards. So I believe like companies like Andis should definitely listen to us, man. We invest in their products. You know what I'm saying? We're lifelong customers with them, and I believe it doesn't take much just to listen to small things that barbers might talk about. So as you can see, I have my 0 guard, and I'm going with the grain, and I'm just smoothing out this whole haircut. With any haircut, you want to make sure that it's smooth. That's key for me personally. I like smooth haircuts. I don't really like harsh haircuts, so I like to smooth it down and make everything look so seamless. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you can see, I'm going in, flipping the clipper over, and like smoothing the hair down. And as you can see right now, I'm coming in with my lever fully open, and I'm kind of going open and close, working with the angle of the blade just to kind of fade in that lever open to that number 0 close, because I did use 2 different guard systems. So I used the Wall, and then I used the Andis, so I have to now match the Andis to the Wall, if that makes sense. So right now I'm just coming in, I'm just going with my lever fully open, just making sure that I have this whole thing faded. And me personally, some people like real tight fades, some people like stretch fades. It all depends on who you are and how you cut. Me personally, I'm a stretch fade person. I like to see that first guideline really pop out and blend in perfectly to the haircut. So right now we're coming in with our lever fully open, and we're attacking the first guideline that we set in with the ball with our Babyliss FX trimmers. So the first guideline that we set in, and then we didn't put in a harsh line. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get a cleaner fade if you put in a harsh line, if you know how to take it out. But with this client and her hair type, if I put in a harsh line, it's going to take me all day to get that harsh line out. So I just going with my blade facing opposite. I'm not putting the harsh lines to soft lines, so I'm just going up to where I want to fade and fading out. So right now I'm coming in with my Andis Masters, and they don't really cut that close just in general, and it's fading that line out. So as you can see, I'm going with my lever closed, and I will open up my lever just a little bit to about 25% open, and then I go up 50% open, then I go up 75% open, and then I'm fully open. And as you can see, I switched back to the Wall Seniors. I believe the reason was just because in terms of detailing, I believe Wall Seniors are a little better because they cut close. You can kind of get everything you want done in one sitting. And the blade extends further than like the Magic Clip, and it's kind of the same as the Babyliss. But the Wall Seniors are just special to me, man. I believe that they're one of the best, if not the best, cordless clipper out right now. And as you can see, I'm just smoothing every single thing that I do out. I'm just smoothing it out. I'm just being real careful. So man, if y'all watching this video, y'all made it this far, please make sure you go back and like the video. I want to make sure that this gets recommended to every barber in the world. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to see this. I want your mom to see it. I want your grandma to see it. I want your brother to see it. I want your cousin to see it. Everybody. It's still a little bulk at the top, so as you can see, I'm using a raking technique, which is where you flip the clipper over and you hold it with an angle, and you're just kind of going down smoothly. It's not to the point where it's pulling the hair, but it's cutting the hair. So as you can see, it smoothed out that bulkiness that we had. And man, I'm telling you, the best part has yet to come. Y'all gonna love it when we get to this lineup, man. It's crazy. She has one of those lineups you have to work with. You know what I'm saying? You have to take a step back, look at your mirror, make sure everything's straight, and go to work. Like, look, man, look at this fade, man. Y'all see this fade? Man, spam in the comments, man. Blurry. Just spam blurry in the comments, man. This, like, I'm not lying to y'all, man. Whenever I cut her hair, man, I love it because of the space that I have to create a great fade. a lot of clients you don't have a lot of space to create a great fade, and I'm into like fading. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to learn how to fade, how to give sharp lines, natural lines, if y'all like natural lines or y'all like enhanced lines, any lines, make sure you subscribe. I have a lot more heat coming out, and it's serious, man. I'm telling you, it's very serious. Look at the fade, man. Come on, man. This is about like a 4-step fade process. And the key to fading, it all deals with detailing. It all deals with detailing. And I don't want to, me personally, I don't want to rush fading. You know what I'm saying? I feel like to learn fading is very important. So I don't want to rush to a lineup in a tutorial and skip the whole fade. So that's why I'm showing y'all me going back detailing and making sure that this fade is as close as I can get it. And as you can see in the temple of her right side of her head, she has a weak spot. You gotta understand these type of things happen, so you have to accommodate for that. So I'm gonna make sure I take the front line down to fade it into that. So now I have my number 1 guard fully closed, and I'm just going down and I'm smoothing out the front line. And I know y'all looking at this shape up and y'all saying, how are you gonna do this? But there's a way, man. I'm telling you, there's a way. So as you can see, I'm just trying to make sure I get all the hair to lay down. Once you get the hair to lay down, it's a lot easier for you to attack the lineup, because now you can see what you're cutting. You know what I'm saying? And that's very important. You have to see what you're cutting. So right now I'm coming in with my Andis T outliner, and you can see the angle that I attack this line with. So I know that to have a straight line, you have to create the illusion that the line is pointing up, because it's a round object that you're trying to shape up and put a sharp line on. So you have to angle the line to where the corners are going up just a little bit, so it makes everything look aligned. So as you can see, I started in my right hand side, which is the client's left side, and I always like to work to myself instead of against myself. So as you can see, I'm tagging the line. These Andis T outliners are hidden, and a line is being created. And the same thing with the other side. You want to make sure that you're looking and you know what you're attacking, and just try to match a key. This is a key right here, major key. You want to make sure that you are matching the corners. If you match the corners, the middle of the line will fall into place. Again, if you match the corners, the middle of the line will fall into place. And so when we're attacking vertical bars, you want to make sure that you leave them out just a little bit, have a 90-degree angle, because that's going to give the illusion when you're looking straight up at the person that their vertical bars are coming straight across. I mean, going straight down instead of, it's an angle. It's a weird angle thing. So you want to make sure that you have the angle correct. And so it's a little dark around the vertical bars and towards where the C cup will start. So I'm just trying to fade that out and make sure that's clean. Y'all, this is a raw haircut. This is straight up like real haircut, man, like from beginning to end. I'm showing y'all every single detail. I'm showing y'all everything, man. And as you can see, we have a good rough draft for the first hairline, for the first pass. You know, it's all about looking in that mirror, being honest. You got, I used to be so afraid to look in the mirror, but you know, it takes time. And as you can see, we're just tapping the line. I like to use a clipper that's not so sharp in terms of how bad they will scrape the skin or something like that. So I come in with my Andis T outliner so I can keep tapping the line until I have it set, and then I like to come in with my real sharp hitters and just finish the line with those. So right now we're coming in with our Barber Magic pencil. This is the, I believe this is the tan color. So it's not white, but it's like a tan. So we're just coming in, drawing the line out, following it, and just creating a contrast. And so after I've used the barber pencil, I like to come in with my Topic hair fibers and a business card, and we're just applying the hair fibers onto right on, like we put the card on where the line was, and we just pumping it. Not too much, not heavy sprays. If you do spray heavy, just use your comb and comb it out like you saw I did. And so right now I'm coming in with my absolute hitters, the Babyliss Gold Effects, man. These clippers do not miss. These trimmers do not miss. If you don't have them in your arsenal, go get them. And we're just attacking the line. We're making sure that we're blending out the Barber Magic pencil. Again, we're making sure that we're blending out the Barber Magic pencil. And we're making sure that we're combing out any clumps of hair fibers, and we're just attacking them and making them sharp. And so right now we're just shaping up sideburns and stuff like that. This is normal stuff, but as you can see, the lineup is there, the fade is there, everything is complementing itself beautifully. Again, for the last time, this video is about to end. So if you watching this and you like this haircut, make sure you like it. And if you watching this and you have any questions, make sure you comment. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's in the corner. You can follow me on Instagram. I just want to make sure that we're being proactive, man. I want my channel to reach a lot of people, because I believe I'm teaching something that can be learned and be applied to a lot of people, and it's answering a lot of questions. So as you can see, we're just going back and tweaking the lineup with the Andis GTX EXOs. Some people may wonder why a barber may use multiple tools. It's a reason for that. Sometimes the clippers can get hot. Sometimes the hair is not being cut with the right tool, and you just have to have things that will fill in the gap for other things, like what other tools might mess up on. It's a tool for everything, so we use the tools to do everything. So right now we're coming in with our razor, and we're just going with the grain, and then we're going against the grain on the vertical bars. And you know, when we work on the sideburns, we're pulling the skin, stretch the skin out, clean the skin, all that stuff, man. Personally, I like to go with the grain with my razor instead of against the grain, because it's just a headache just going against the grain all the time. It's kind of better for the grain, because you're pulling more hair down and you're laying it down better. So YouTube, this is the haircut, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. And I'm out. Peace.